Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing a very special beer. This right here is Almanac Barrel Noir. Not only that, this is the very first batch of it that they ever made, so this was bottled back in 2012. It has a little over a year's worth of age on it. I am very excited to try this. What it is they have blended 50% of a Belgian-style dark ale that was aged in bourbon barrels with 50% Imperial Stout. That seems like a very unique combination. The first Almanac beer that I had last year, Heirloom Pumpkin Barley Wine, was awesome. So I am very much looking forward to this one. Thank you to Craft Shack for sending this one out to me. Awesome stuff. If you guys have not used their services, they do a great job. So, I'm going to go ahead and check out the aroma because you know what? I need a big beer because it is a blizzard here in Ohio tonight. Alright. Oh, wow. That smells really nice. There's a lot of chocolate in here. There's a milk chocolate, kind of a bittersweet dark chocolate aroma. There's some nice dark fruits like plums and figs. There's a slight amount of Belgian yeast strain, kind of a slight estery type of quality. Definitely getting some vanilla sweetness. I'm not getting too much bourbon. I'm getting a touch of bourbon, but not much. I'm really getting no oak to speak of. Definitely getting some nice roasty type of notes as well. But yeah, since this is only 50% aged in bourbon barrels, the bourbon and the oak and everything is way toned down. Although I'm getting vanilla, I'm not getting a ton of bourbon in this one. Yeah, it smells pretty complex, so let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh wow. This is actually a little bit sweeter than I would have thought from the initial aroma. Right away I'm hit by a big milk chocolate note. There's some definite dark chocolate in there as well. Definitely getting some nice dark fruits mid-palate. Getting some raisins, some dates, some figs. I'm almost getting a very light cherry type of note. It almost seems kind of a fruity yeast ester from the Belgian yeast. Kind of a very light type of spicy note in there. Definitely getting a very big vanilla note in here as well, which is really nice. I'm getting some of that roastiness, not a ton though. Still not getting a whole lot of actual barrel. I'm getting a little bit of oak tannins on the back end, but they're pretty faint, and the bourbon is in there, but it's not over the top. It is a very subtle type of bourbon. It's not very bourbon formed, but you know, again, it's only 50% aged in bourbon barrels, so that makes sense. This is really nice. It's a little bit thinner for the body than I would have expected, though, which comes as a little bit of a surprise. Because it's on the medium side of full for a body. It has a pretty creamy mouthfeel, but it is a little bit thinner than I would have thought for this particular style. That being said, very tasty. It also hides the ABV pretty well. I can't smell any alcohol. I can't taste any alcohol. I get a definite warmth as it goes down, but for 10%, you kind of expect something despite this having like about 15 months of age on it. Definitely glad I saved it though. I probably wouldn't have wanted to try this fresh, but it's very good. I'm a little disappointed by the body, and I will say that I wish the Imperial Stout notes were bigger because it seems like this has a lot more of the Belgian style dark ale than it does with Imperial Stout, because you do get a lot of those vanilla notes. You definitely are getting a lot of a big chocolatey note, which is mainly from Imperial Stout, but there's not a lot of roastiness in there, and then the barrel character is not as big either, which is a little disappointing, but it also makes it slightly easier to drink. So this was fully barrel aged. I would imagine it'd definitely be quite a bit boozy. So as far as a rating goes, guys, I'm going with a straight up 9 out of 10. I think this is really enjoyable. I love the big dark fruits. I'm enjoying the nice vanilla notes. The subtle bourbon is good, like I said, because it's not overly boozy. The big chocolate note is really, really tasty. It's definitely a little bit on the sweeter side with just a touch of those oak tannins, a little bit of bitterness in the back end, but it's definitely a sweeter beer for sure. Very interesting blend of two styles. That being said, it would be interesting to see a fully barrel-aged version of this. Alright guys, so for my musical recommendation tonight, I want you to check out a group that also blends many different elements. I want you to check out Maudlin of the Well and their 2009 record, Part the Second. They're kind of a crazy group. Not everyone's going to like them. As a matter of fact, probably most people will enjoy them. They have elements of progressive rock, psychedelic rock, progressive metal, death metal, blues, jazz. They're kind of all over the place at times, but I think it really, really works. It's a very interesting group to go along with a very interesting beer. Alright guys, that does this beer review, and remember, I hope whatever you're doing, you follow good craft beer. See ya.